weighed a whopping 72 kg. ये आदमी तो अदरक की तरह उग रहा है, कहीं से भी उग रहा है. Down. Enjoy each day. Namaste. Welcome to today's vlog. Today I'm going to share my fitness journey, how I started. My fitness journey has been anything but linear. It was 2002. I was 16 years old and I had just finished my class 12 board exams. And I weighed a whopping 72 kg. I had 3 months before my college started. I joined a gym and I was staying at home with my parents at that time. I went to the gym twice a day, 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the evening. And my mother used to give me very good, nutritious, home-cooked food. And I was very particular about what I would eat. I had placed extreme restrictions on myself. And during those 6 hours in the gym, I used to do cardio, weights. There used to be some fat burning machines. Apparently, like they would put some sort of electric things on your body and they would rotate and they told me that it's going to burn your fat. I mean, when I think of that, I feel like I've come such a long way. And then at the end of the day, they also used to give you some heat so that your sore muscles can recover. So during those 3 months, I did nothing but just going to the gym and eating very little. And in just 3 months, in 90 days, I came down from 72 kg to 56 kg. I was very happy. And before my college started, I went to Sarojini Nagar, those of you who are familiar with Delhi, to do my shopping. And I got all the things I wanted to wear, tops, jeans, skirts, and I was really happy. So from 2002 to 2005, during college, I maintained my weight. I was staying at home. I was very particular about not eating out. And in 2005, I moved to Bombay or to Mumbai to do my MBA. And there I stayed in a hostel. This was the first time I was going to stay away from home. And during this time, in the first year, you know how hostel food is, and I ate that initially, but then my roommate and other friends, they would always say, let's go out. And so eating out, eating junk food, eating food that is not good for us just became everyday thing. And I was so focused on studying that there was no room, no time for anything else, or so I thought. I really do believe that you can find time for anything that you really want to do. So at that time, in 1 year, I again went to 68 kg from 56. After 1 year, when I came back home, I was really depressed. 2-3 months, I of course didn't have time to go to the gym as much as I used to go before. So I did extreme restriction on food, and again I was able to get down my weight to 59 kg. I was really happy. I joined work. I started working at a multinational corporation. I was traveling all over Southeast Asia, Singapore, Hong Kong, China, in India. And I just, would restrict myself in food, and I maintained my weight. In 2009, I was staying alone in Chennai, and every weekend what I would do is I would order Domino's pizza, and they had this scheme where you could order 2 large pizzas and they would give you 1 or 2 pasta at a less cost or free. I don't remember now. So I would order that every Friday evening, and then I would eat that the whole weekend. I just didn't care what I was doing to myself, to my body. And my weight increased. In 2009 December end, I got married, and at that time my weight was around 62-63 kg. I moved to the US. I came to Silicon Valley, California. We lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, and we lived in a place where there were pizza shop, coffee shop, Starbucks, and all these places right outside our house. Every day in 2010, I remember around 11 o'clock, the pizza shop would open and I would go there and buy a medium size pizza initially, and then I would continue to eat that from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. After a few months, that pizza became large, and I don't remember when it became family size, but very soon I was eating a family size pizza by myself a couple of times a week. Obviously, by the end of the year, I was again nearly 70 kg. Again, did my extreme restriction dieting for 2-3 months, and I was able to bring down my weight to 62 kg again in 2011. 2011 September, I had a road accident which left me bedridden for several months. During this time, my topmost concern was, how much weight will I gain? I feel so sorry for that girl who at that time should have focused on her recovery, but she was just so broken and so worried about her weight. I used to eat very little, and I used to eat microwaved meals, and I would eat an extreme restriction during those months because I was really worried how much weight I would gain. Then in 2012 and 13, I was working out and my food continued as normal, so my weight would keep on fluctuating. In 2013, and I started working in the US, and in my job we used to do taxes, and during the tax season we would get food from outside. So from 2013 to 2016 at work we would get all sorts of food from outside, and the culture was long hours, not taking care of yourself, and I won't really blame the work, but it was just that I had so much easy access to food that everybody likes, which has high salt, high sugar, high fat, high calorie, high cholesterol. And in 2016 June, I discovered, I joined Instagram, and on Instagram I used to see this BBG program and the BBG transformations, and I wondered what is this BBG? So I found out that it is there is a sweat app which has at-home and gym programs, and it's like having your own trainer. I bought that app, sweat app, in September of 2016, and I did it for 6 weeks. When I found out in October that I was pregnant, I didn't see any results in those 6 weeks, and I felt very demotivated. And after I found out that I was pregnant, I thought, what's the point? So I just left it. July of 2017, I gave birth through C-section. On September 2nd, 2017, we had gone out to meet somebody. It was not in a restaurant, just somewhere casual. We took a photograph together, my husband, I, my daughter, and my mother. And when I looked at that photograph, I was totally aghast. I was broken. I couldn't recognize myself. When you look at yourself in the mirror, or you don't really realize how you look, or how much bigger you have gotten. But when you see that in a photo, and when you enlarge it and you see it, I was so shocked. It was September 2nd, 2017. And I felt that I have to do something. I cannot let this go on. I was also suffering from postpartum depression at the time. US, we have insurance system. I did not want to take medicines for personal reasons. There were no spots in group therapy, and the one-to-one therapy I could not afford. I thought of the sweat app again, and I don't know how, it was like a God sign or the universe sign that there was an email in my inbox in September from the sweat app saying that come try us for 3 months at $1. I had done that the year before and I had failed according to myself. So I did not take that for a couple of days. But then I kept feeling worse, and finally on September 26th, 2017, I decided to take my life in my hands and change it. And I have never looked back, and I never will. That day was my rebirth. We remember birthdays, anniversaries, things like that. But September 26th, 2017 was nothing short of a rebirth for me. I just followed the Sweat app. Initially, I did their postpartum program, then I did their BBG program 1, 2, 3. I did their power program. Currently, I'm doing BBG Stronger program. Basically, whether you join the Sweat app or not, that's not the point. The point is that you have to work out regularly and you have to take care about what you put in this body. That means food. Since September 2017, I have been working out 6 days a week. This doesn't mean I've never taken breaks. I have fallen sick in between. I've taken breaks of 1 week, 2 weeks, but I have worked out regularly and I still do. Regarding food, I will tell you that pizza is something that I thought that either pizza can exist in this world or I can exist. I felt that as long as there is pizza in this world, I cannot be healthy. I felt that pizza is controlling me so much that I even gave it up for a year in 2014. For 1 year, I did not eat even a single slice, a bite of pizza. We would have these pizza deliveries at work, but I would not eat anything. Let me tell you why that was not a good idea. My 1 year was over. For the next 6 months, I was eating 3-4 pizzas every week. Obviously, I gained a lot of weight and I was very, very depressed again. So I think cutting down any food group, any food item is never a good idea. Any change in nutrition you should do, and there is just one litmus test. If you can sustain that change for the rest of your life, do it. Can you not eat pizza for the rest of your life? Can you guarantee that? I don't think so. So that's not a sustainable change. If you give up on something, your mind feels that you want it. You're craving it more and more and more. So restricting any food group is not a good idea. My food philosophy is simple, nutritious, easy to make, simple, and satisfying. All the recipes I will share follow all of these principles. I like to cook, but I don't like to spend hours in the kitchen stirring the masalas till the oil comes out. I will be sharing a lot of my own recipes that I eat. I will also be recreating some of the recipes from other chefs and home chefs, and I will share their link and name whenever I do that. My channel here, my purpose is a change in lifestyle. You change how you think, you change what you eat, you change how much and how often you move your body, and your life will change. This vlog's ek baat, one thing is, if you are willing to walk the distance, the destination is never far away. If you stop questioning when, how long, how many days will it take for me to reach there, you can reach anywhere in this world. Just put your head down, enjoy each day, and suddenly you will find that, oh my God, I have reached there. You have to enjoy the journey because destinations are overrated. Today I'm going to share an easy ginger garlic paste recipe that you can make at home in 20 minutes, and it can last in your fridge for up to 5 days, no preservatives. But before I share that recipe, let me share why you should include ginger and garlic in your diet. Garlic, or lehsun as we call it in Hindi, garlic has immune boosting properties, so especially at this time you should definitely include garlic in your food. Number 2, it can help in your cholesterol management and reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Number 3, it is actually a powerhouse of nutrients. It adds so much taste to your food but has very low calories. Ginger or adrak. You know, whenever I think of ginger, I think of that scene in that movie Tanu Weds Manu 2, where the couple is having a discussion with a counselor. Tanu says that ये आदमी तो अदरक की तरह उग रहा है, कहीं से भी उग रहा है. meaning this man is growing like a ginger root, because the ginger it grows from all directions, and that always makes me laugh. Whenever I use ginger, I think of that. Ginger reduces gas. Again, it helps in digestion, and so especially adding it to things like beans, cauliflower, broccoli can help improve your digestion. Ginger also helps in fighting certain cancers, in reducing inflammation, improving cholesterol health, and helps in your cardiovascular health. So all said and done, include ginger and garlic in your diet. I'm not a nutritionist or a doctor, but these things everybody knows. Everybody has access to this knowledge. If you include these things in your diet, you will see so much of difference in your health. To make the ginger garlic paste, take 2 rounds of garlic and 2 big pieces of ginger. I love drinking ginger tea in the morning, that's why you see some of it has been scraped off. Next, I cut the ginger into pieces so that it is easy to peel. Scrape off the ginger pieces. It is definitely a time-consuming effort, but this is the part of the whole paste that will take the maximum amount of time, so don't get discouraged. Once you have peeled all the ginger, you can clean them, wash them, and keep them in a bowl. Next, we are going to peel the garlic, separate the cloves, and do that. If you have, I used to have this garlic peeler, a red cylindrical plastic thing in which if you move the garlic cloves around, the peel would come off on its own. If you have that, use that. Otherwise, hands are the best. Next, take a clean towel to wipe all the garlic and the ginger. This is a very important step. Do not miss it. The garlic and the ginger has to be dry and free of water so that it doesn't go bad. Next, I'm using a hand chopper to chop the garlic and ginger into fine pieces. I like to use the hand chopper because it gives a certain texture to this paste. You can also use a blender, or you can just chop it finely using a knife. If you're using a hand chopper, make sure the pieces are not very big, otherwise your hand chopper can break. Sometimes you may need to manually adjust the pieces of the garlic because they are too big. Don't hesitate to do that. Once your garlic and ginger is finely chopped, like this, take a clean container in which you're going to store the garlic ginger paste. Make sure the container in which you're storing is dry. Wipe it with a clean towel. Again, I'm repeating, there should be no moisture in the garlic or ginger or in the container, otherwise your paste is going to go bad. You can also use green chilies in this mix. Since I have a 2.5-year-old at home, I don't do that, but if you want to, you can do that too. Coming to the part of preserving this, the salt is a natural preservative, so add some salt and add any oil, any regular vegetable oil. You don't have to cover it completely with oil. Just use enough oil that the whole mixture is covered. The combination of salt and oil and no moisture, as I said before, is going to keep this mixture just fine in the fridge for 5 days or so. Your paste is now ready to use. Whenever you use it, take a fresh dry spoon Do not double dip your spoon so that the mixture doesn't go bad. You can use this mixture in pasta, old dals, stir fries, vegetables, fried rice. It's very versatile. These days, in these unprecedented times, we are home with our kids, we are doing housework, we are also doing jobs, and especially for us women, it can become very overwhelming. I want to say this to all you moms out there. You are doing a fabulous job. All that is needed is that you love your child. If at times the child is watching television or an iPad, that's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Give love to your child and love and kindness to yourself. Being mom of a toddler, my house is always messy. Even otherwise, I don't think I am very good at cleaning. I love cooking, but not so much cleaning. So this is our living room and it is always messy. I try to clean it twice a day, at least put things on one side. And still after cleaning, it remains messy. The alphabets sometimes are on the window. They are all over the house and we are never able to have all the 26 alphabets. As I wrap up today's vlog, I wish you and your family health and happiness. Stay in. This time too shall pass. Lots of love and blessings.